Hey Virgo men, welcome back to my channel. Guys, if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thanks so much for supporting the channel. I'm going to go ahead and do a general message. Let's see what the energy is like. Now, this is a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone. Just take what resonates for you, masculines, and leave the rest. Anybody interested in a personal reading, my information is always down below. Thanks to those who do reach out for those, and thanks to those who donate to the channel, and to those of you who do subscribe. It's very much appreciated. So I do hope that everybody is doing well. Cross watcher, if you are in here, feel free to flip the roles, okay? But Spirit, what's the strongest energy for my Virgo men? Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus. What do we have? Now, I'm hearing Spirit say someone here may be asking or wondering if something is true. And they're saying the answer is yes. So, but show me more. What do we have for the masculines? I get a card for now and a card for going forward. And going forward. Bottom of the deck, we have communication is the key. Now, the first card that I see is kind of coming out sideways. So I don't know, like I said, if someone had a specific question. It kind of makes me feel like somebody has been waiting for me to upload the masculine video just to hear what I say. And it's like I said, I don't know if you're looking for confirmation for something. So I hope that you get it, okay? Now, your first card that is coming out, it says a win-win outcome is forecast. And you notice that the scales are balanced here. So I don't know if something is about a legal situation, right? The scales make me think of justice. Or this is about you doing or making the right decision in a situation. And I don't know, I just glimpsed that light there. Now, going forward, you have conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Now, the eclipse makes me think of endings, removing something, completely shifting it out of your life. But it makes me think that with the eclipse comes a new beginning. But show me more. So maybe some of you are wondering if you should end something. What do we got going on with the masculine spirit? Show me. What do we have for my Virgo men? What is a win-win outcome is forecast? Coming in the reverse, oof. In the upright, it says a strong woman or man looks a challenge in the eye and gives it a wink, but it's in the reverse. So I don't know if someone here is not feeling strong, or someone here is feeling like they can't face some sort of challenge. It's kind of giving me almost like the 8 of Swords energy, 9 of Swords energy. I'm even seeing like the 4 of Swords. So this definitely could be some sort of a overload when it comes to the mind. But a win-win outcome is forecast here. What is conclusions are within reach? The Chariot. Cancer energy. This talks about having willpower. This talks about determination. This talks about somebody changing their mindset from, oh, I don't know, and it just seems too much, and it seems too difficult, and I don't think I can, to yes, I can, and yes, I will. Or at least, hell, I'm going to try. The Chariot. Now, I feel like for someone here, I may definitely be picking up some sort of legal situation, right? Because of the justice energy that I was picking up, then this Chariot was giving me almost like a law, like police energy. Conclusions are within reach. Now, for others of you, this could just be about, like I said, moving forward. Maybe some of you want to relocate. But the Chariot talks about you getting in the driver's seat. Yeah, there we go. That's who we want to drive that chariot, the Emperor. Taking charge, taking back your power. The Emperor is not someone who is fearful or who doubts himself. The Emperor is someone, like it says, a strong woman or man looks a challenge in the eye and gives it a wink. All right, I got this. It looks difficult, but like I said, I'm sure as hell gonna give it a go. The High Priestess, and what defines us is how well we rise after falling. So I don't know if some of you are feeling defeated in a situation. It's not defeat. Something wasn't meant to be. Someone had to learn a lesson. Show me more. What do we have for the masculines? Give me 3 cards. Coming out in the reverse, masculines. All right, in the upright, it would say crossroads, direction. It's in the reverse. It's still making me feel like somebody's confused about what to do. I'm hearing that song by Chris Brown, and is her name Jordan Sparks? I'm hearing the song How Am I Supposed to Breathe With No Air? You have player coming out, strategic. And then you also have soulmate, everlasting. So did someone in here get cheated on? Did you find out that someone had options? Did you find out someone was playing games with you? Spirit said it wasn't meant to work out if this is about love or whatever it is about, right? I'm hearing something as well that I can hear them saying work. So something could have something to do with the work area. But something wasn't meant to work out, and I don't know if this is why. Because of this soulmate, everlasting energy. This could be about spirit wanting you to remove people from around you that no longer serve you, so they can bring in the people that do. Give me 3 cards for going forward. Coming out sideways. We can talk about a blockage. You have signs. It says love and meanings. Two more cards. You have insecurities. You got 3 more. You have insecurities. It says self-esteem. Someone had their ego bruised. Someone had ego death. You have addiction. It says unhealthy attachment. And then I'm also seeing music and inspiration as your extra card here. What is this for my Virgo men, Spirit? I see temperance, which talks about divine intervention, but it also talks about finding that, almost like I want to say happy, peaceful place again. Finding that energy of balance. Right? Scales is already out here. Look at that, Wheel of Fortune. There's a shift. Right? Wheel of Fortune is the end of cycles, maybe karmic cycles. But the Wheel of Fortune was in the upright, so it talks about things turning in your favor. Yeah, there's the Chariot with the 6 of Cups. Is this an energy where someone needs to leave the past behind? Are you stuck in the energy of nostalgia? I'm hearing that song. I remember the days when I was young. I'm not a kid anymore. For all of us. Even though I like to walk around calling myself Peter Sam. Okay. You got Peter Pan and then you got Peter Sam. But even though, you know, there comes a time when we all have to kind of put away childish things. It all depends on what you want for yourself, what you want from life. If you want to see progression, right? If you really want to find that space where you're kind of very much feeling contented, fulfilled, like really and truly, you have to make different choices for yourself. Things don't stay the same forever. So sometimes you have to move with the times. But like I said, it all depends on what it is you want from your life. Do you want to grow up to be someone who is, I'm saying grow up. Maybe some of you have been acting childish. I don't know. But do you want to be someone, especially if you have things like children, right? Do you want to be someone that people look up to? Do you want to be a leader? Or do you want to be a follower? Do you want to inspire people and encourage them? Or I don't know what's on the other side of that. An a-hole? Life is all about choices. I feel like someone's beating themselves up for something here too much. Show me about this crossroads in the reverse. But see, now, I don't know what has been going on with you, masculine, because now I'm hearing that song where she says, I don't even know who says it or who sings this, but I'm hearing bad, 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 bad boys. You make me feel so good. Is that a P. Diddy song? Oh, God, you know what? Moving on. 10 of Wands. All right. What's the 10 of Wands with the crossroads in the reverse, Spirit? I think that was a song with him in it. I think, what was that guy's name? Mace? You got the 5 of Cups coming out with the 10 of Wands. What's the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Cups for the crossroads in the reverse? 10 of Wands talks about something being a burden. It can talk about someone who is feeling very stressed at this time. They're carrying too much. They're doing too much. 10 of Wands is an energy of somebody feeling burnt out, struggling to get through the day, struggling to get through their tasks. It's like trying to roll a rock uphill. 5 of Cups, loss, sadness, grief. Whose energy is this? Coming out sideways is the Magician. Spirit, High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, 2 of Pentacles. Why is the Magician here? Why did it come out sideways? Got Gemini, Virgo energy with this Magician. The 7 of Swords. Here we go. Give me one more. What's the Magician and the 7 of Swords? So there's definitely, I feel like, some sort of sneaky behavior here. Some sort of manipulation. I feel like something very trickery is going on. The Page of Wands. What's the Page of Wands? The Moon. There's something here that is hidden behind the scenes. Now that Magician is paired with that 10 of Wands. Maybe someone here just feels like they're struggling here to manifest something. 5 of Cups with the 7 of Swords. I'm hearing Spirit say someone's been lied to. So give me one more for the Page of Wands and the Moon, the 10 of Cups. I don't know if something has to do with family. I don't know if some of you are watching or listening to something in secret. Could have something to do with a marriage. Clarify the 10 of Wands and the Magician. The World card and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, it's like somebody maybe trying to make something very challenging for somebody. Now, if this is actual spell work, I mean, I'm sure it's not going to be for everyone, but it's a big possibility here that someone could be doing something behind the scenes to cause somebody this stagnation. Because they don't want someone to have some sort of success, or they don't want someone to end something. What is the 5 of Cups and the 7 of Swords? There's a Page of Pentacles, a 6 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups. I don't know if someone is paying somebody to do something. Or this is just someone who is stuck between a rock and a hard place. Someone could be worried about their finances. It looks like there's an opportunity here for someone to build some sort of new foundation. But the Four of Cups can talk about somebody refusing an offer. Or it can talk about a missed opportunity. This is an energy of depression here. Boredom, nostalgia. So show me more about this player energy. What's player and strategic? Why do I pick up an energy here of like almost like two people that are with each other that just don't want to be with each other? And it's almost like you could cut the atmosphere with a knife. We're just going to not address the elephant in the room. Okay. What's player? Strategic? Three of Cups in the reverse. Landed on the soulmate. Now, the Three of Cups in the upright would talk about, you know, reuniting. It talks about celebrations, getting together, socializing. You know, it's just that energy of almost like getting back out there into the world. It can just talk about happy times. But it's in the reverse. And in the reverse, I don't know if there is a group of people. It could also be that maybe gossiping about something. In the reverse, it talks about a very bitchy energy. Why is the Three of Cups in the reverse with player and strategic? Landed straight on this Magician and the Seven of Swords is the Four of Wands. So is, oh, you got, I just saw the Queen of Wands before at the bottom of the deck. So I don't know if something has something to do with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now I'm seeing the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Oh, and there's the King of Wands. Yeah, the Devil with the Ten of Swords. I don't know if someone is also holding somebody back with an energy of like lust and temptation. I mean, the Devil can also talk about addictions and things like that. Especially with the Three of Cups here in the reverse. Be careful you don't have someone who is purposely keeping you stuck in something that you know is negative for you. Overindulgence. Addictions. This can talk about your mental health. An energy of obsession. It talks about an energy of cheating. And we already have player out here. Give me one more. What is the Three of Cups reversed with the Four of Wands? Someone's name, or someone's name could be Trevor. Anyway, you have the Six of Wands turning over. There's something here about attention. Somebody who likes attention here. Give me one on the Six of Wands. Because this makes the Nine of Wands energy. So maybe somebody does refuse someone. And maybe it is hard to walk away from that energy. Because the Nine of Wands would represent the wounded warrior. Show me more. Someone may like enjoy the gym. You got the Nine of Cups. You got the Two of Cups. And you got the Three of Wands. All falling on the soulmate card. So that is the Six of Wands energy. Somebody knows that you would have success, or somebody knows that maybe you would head into a relationship with somebody, a union, a marriage, a commitment. But player and strategic. So soulmate, you have the Three of Wands, which is an energy of seeing the bigger picture, having some sort of foresight. Again, this energy of traveling, going abroad. But this is also about you having self-confidence in moving forward. Trusting in the process. Trusting that vision that you have and following it. You've got the Two of Cups. Partnership. Union. You got the soulmate out here. This is two people that are compatible. This is an energy where we saw the Temperance at the beginning, where it will bring peace and harmony. Soulmates. And then you have the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. Realizing your dreams. And with the Three of Wands, not only realizing your dreams, but Eight of Wands taking action and going after it. achieving something. This is about, again, having confidence. Being very optimistic. What is the signs, meanings, and love? What are the signs, meanings, and love? Judgment. 7 of Pentacles. And with that Judgment card, I heard final call. Now, the Judgment does talk about reconciliation, but it does talk about an awakening. But it also talks about forgiveness. It makes me feel like no more pointing fingers, right? No more blaming, no more tick for tack, no more going backwards and forwards. It's almost like I'm hearing Spirit say it's time for someone to pick a path and stick to it. Give me one more. Judgment and the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, landed on the 7 of Swords. Hangman. Why does it keep landing on the 7 of Swords? I don't know. Do you feel like you would be doing somebody wrong if you was to follow your own heart or mind? And if you said yes, then I would answer you another question. Who are you living for? I just feel like I heard somebody say their children. I mean, if that's how you want to see your life. I can't tell you you're wrong. I can't tell you you're right. But one thing I do know is that balance is needed. Yes, we all like to live for our children. But one day, them children are going to grow up and find their own life. But take that how it resonates. Got the Hangman, 8 of Swords. Hangman is seeing something from a different perspective. So it's paired up with the Judgment. So someone here is going through some sort of an awakening. They are starting to see something differently. But the Hangman is a number 12. Could be significant, or 21, but it boils down to a 3, going back to this 3 of Wands. I see my future. I don't necessarily see it where I am. But how do I get from here to there? By being determined. By saying to yourself, all right, this is what I want, so this is what I'm going to do. Where there's a will, there's a way. Hangman talks about somebody realizing they would maybe need to release one thing to have something else. Or maybe there is an energy here where things maybe kind of need to be changed around. Just things need to be tweaked so this and this can happen. Hangman talks about letting go, but it also talks about someone who may be afraid to let go of certain things because they're uncertain about going forward. Well, that's where faith comes in. 7 of Pentacles with the 8 of Swords. 7 of Pentacles is somebody very much thinking about the things that they have invested in. It talks about making plans. It talks about things coming to fruition. But the 7 of Pentacles also talks about putting the hard work in. Eight of Swords, mental prison, feeling stuck, feeling restricted. Feeling hopeless or helpless in a situation. This isn't an illusion. So again, going back to all this mind energy. Not forgetting this Magician and 7 of Swords over here. So what is this addiction and unhealthy attachment? I'm hearing that. Is it Michael Jackson? I don't know which song it is though. But I'm hearing, I just can't stop. And if I stop, just tell me, just what would I do? Oh, does he say, I just can't stop loving you? Okay, I don't know. Maybe this is about love. King of Pentacles, hello, your energy. Landed on the 9 of Cups. Is this an alcohol problem for some of you? I ain't calling you out. I won't tell anyone. Shh. But that's the first thing I saw. King of Pentacles landing on the 9 of Cups. 2 of Swords at the, the Emperor. Okay. What's this King of Pentacles with addictions? Coming out almost sideways, landing on the 10 of Wands. I feel like someone here may be finding it difficult to stop doing something. Strength card, Leo energy. Number 8 could be significant here. But this is about finding the inner strength. But like I said, it was trying to come out sideways. So there's a struggle here. This is an energy of overcoming self-doubt, becoming more focused, regaining your focus. Maybe less masculine, unless you're looking at a woman who is very much in this Leo energy. I'm hearing that song. Who sings that? Don't know. I just heard it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you. And I don't know why. But it feels so good. Yeah. Queen of Swords, bottom of the deck. What is this? King of Pentacles, strength. It's you, it's you, it's you, it's you. And I don't know why. It's because it's a divine feminine for some of you. The Empress coming out. Libra, Taurus energy. Number 3. Again, 3 of Wands. Is that who you're looking at? Is that who you're watching? Is that who's at a distance? Give me one on... Do I want to get one on this Empress spirit? Some of you, maybe you have some sort of unhealthy attachment with your mother. You know, maybe that relationship isn't the best, but let's see. Ooh, you got romantic feelings about someone? You want to run to someone? Yeah, here we go with the songs. I want to run to you. But if I come to you, tell me, will you stay or will you run away? I feel like someone here is afraid of some sort of rejection or something as well. King of Cups, 4 of Swords. Something's heavy on your mind here. There we go with the Justice card. There's the 9 of Swords. What's insecurities and self-esteem? 8 of Wands is trying to show itself. You got the 8 of Wands. You have landing on the 7 of Swords is the Wheel of Fortune. What's the 8 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune? Because this is definitely energy of moving forward. Things gaining momentum. This is speed. I don't know if someone needs to make a decision in a hurry, but show me more. 8 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune is the Ace of Wands. 8 of Wands with the Ace of Wands will make the 9 of Wands energy. We were just talking about the Wounded Warrior. Wounded Warrior, like I said, is someone who I feel like would need to make a choice at some point of whether they're going to stay stuck or whether they're going to find that inner strength and move forward. The 9 of Wands, let me just find it as I'm speaking about it. You'll see 8 wands behind the person, right? You've got the 8 of Wands here with the Ace of Wands. You'll see the 8 of Wands behind the Wounded Warrior. And you'll see the Ace of Wands in his hand. This talks about battle weary. It talks about fatigue, somebody feeling drained. But it also talks about somebody being nearly there, close to success. But it requires, like I said, courage. It requires, respectfully, for someone to have a backbone. This is an energy of learning from the past. Talks about gathering your strength here. High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles with the 7 of Wands. 10 of Pentacles, the Hierophant. There's something here worth fighting for. Now I'm seeing the Hierophant and the High Priestess in the same spread. Those are pairs. Some of you are really meant to be some sort of leaders or something here. Give me 3 cards for this music and inspiration. Maybe you get inspiration from music. Maybe you should listen to some music here. The messages will find you. The Sun card. Yeah. Sun card is a number 19 or 91, but it boils down to a 10. This is an energy of positivity, freedom, fun and success. Show me more about the Sun, Leo energy. What is music and inspiration? Four of Pentacles. Okay, that landed on the Seven of Swords. What is going on with you in this Seven of Swords? You have the Three of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I do feel like some of you have had your heart hurt. Definitely see some heartbreak, sadness, maybe even loneliness here. Again, this heavy energy of maybe depression for somebody. But there is hope after this, right? You got the Knight of Pentacles. It's touching the sun. It is also touching that Four of Pentacles, though, which does make the Five of Pentacles. So again, I don't know if some of you are going through some sort of financial issues. But this is Spirit saying, hey, listen, slow and steady wins the race. Ace of Cups, new love, new beginnings. Something could have something to do with a child. I'm noticing that this Ace of Cups is touching the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Swords as well. So there could have been some sort of loss. Spirit, can you show me anything more about that Seven of Swords and this Magician? Okay, show me more. Some of you have like money stolen from you or something here. There's good news. So the needle and thread, it says a sincere wish will be granted. But I'm looking at the needle and thread, right? And I'm thinking when you have a needle and you're threading the thread through, right? Sometimes it can be difficult to get the thread through the hole, right? But it's almost like making me feel like there is still a really small loophole here for someone. But it says anyway, a sincere wish will be granted. You have coins and it says money will be coming to you. But you do have the mountain. And the mountain talks about major challenges to overcome. And then you have the beetle. It says good fortune. So there's lots of, if your wish is money here, okay? I feel like for some of you, there's definitely, yeah, look at that, parting it on success. But you see, the lion, it's time to act. And we have the heavy Leo energy out here. And there's the man. Yeah, look. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. I feel like they might, for someone here, come hand in hand. So, let us see what the energy is in love. I am going to be getting a card from the shadow side of love, okay? So, I don't know if I need to put out a trigger warning here, but I'll do it anyway. Trigger warning. What do we have in love for my masculines? Energy and love, Spirit. We have alone. So it says you feel like you are in this situation all by yourself, but it won't be like this forever. That Ten of Wands was the first card out here. Energy and love, Spirit. You have broken. It says they didn't keep the promises they made. It says they may break your heart, but not your spirit. It's making me think of that song. I said this the other day. Isn't that J Hus? Oh, no, I might be wrong. No, now I have to look. Oh, Lord. But the song where he says, even when I didn't have a penny, I always had spirit. Does he say you can break my heart, but you can't take my spirit? I have no idea. So many, damn, that's not who I was looking for. Sorry, masculines. It better. Yeah, it is J, her spirit. Okay. My bad. So anyway, your next card coming out, it says pieces. It says you always pick up the pieces when things fall apart. Now look for the complete package. Exactly. This is like a bounce back after something has happened. Oh, I do see another energy at the bottom of the deck. So again, some of you may be in a situation that you really don't want to be in anymore. It says exit plan. It says someone wants out, but they aren't making a move yet. It says be prepared for sudden change. Okay, show me more about love. What is alone? Why is alone here? How are we doing for time? Okay, because I'm not trying to stay here all day with you today, masculines. My baby got sports day. Now I'm going to go watch him play sports day. So what is alone? We have thrills. It says continuous cycles, bad decisions, and addictions. There we go with those addictions again. And then we have longing. It says missing you, let's talk, and reunion. Give me one more. Because if this is somebody from your past that maybe wants to come back towards you, maybe you need to be careful. Maybe you have a choice between, like I said, two paths here. What is alone? What's thrills and longing? Consequences, yeah. It says bad choices. That's the second time we've seen that. It says bad choices, games, and mixed signals. Someone may be playing games with you, or maybe they did, right? This could be a warning for somebody. What is broken? It's giving Five of Swords energy. I'll do anything, say anything to get the outcome that I want. But what is this person's ulterior motives? So with broken, you have smell the roses. Now, this is usually my Empress card in this deck. What does it say? They didn't keep the promises they made. It says they may break your heart, but not your spirit. So again, I don't know if something has something to do with a mother figure. But you have slow down, take some you time. It says get out in nature. Why smell the roses here? You have hitting the Magician. You have lust. It says greed by any means necessary. And I just said it was given the Five of Swords. And that is what the Five of Swords is. By any means necessary. And you have inconsiderate. What's this? I was going to say it because I saw it at the bottom of the deck before. But I was like, I'm not just going to keep using the word narcissist unless I have a reason to. But you have narcissist. It says egotistical, opportunist, and fragile. Why is this making me feel like someone didn't keep their promise to a divine feminine? They chose the road of lust and thrills and in the fast lane, and I feel like somebody's regretting it. What's pieces? Now, a woman definitely could have narcissist traits as well. Pieces, yeah, we have landed on consequences. We have a masculine energy. So we got divine masculine and divine feminine out here. Authority, discipline, and father figure. What is pieces? Landed on crossroads in the reverse. You have toxic. It says drama, arguments, and incompatibility. Yes, somebody here needs some sort of healing. Look at that feminine energy right behind with recharge. Someone's been dealing with some sort of karmic energy here. Third parties, haters, lesson learned. Maybe you're distancing yourself from this person. Divorce, ghosted, separation. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know if this is someone who has some sort of wishful thinking that they want to come back and repeat this karmic cycle with you. Give me one for masculine and toxic energy. Look at it coming out. Landed on the Magician and the Ten of Wands. I feel like someone was trying to stop somebody from going towards a soulmate, a twin flame, just like-minded people. It says twin flame, friendship, and romantic partner. Do they look like they're in a toxic situation? Or do they look like they're happy to be embracing each other? Happy to be in each other's company? You decide. Yeah, look at the bottom of the deck. Love affair, dirty little secret, sex fixed down low and with the apology right behind it. But you are seeing through someone. I don't know if you're starting to think someone a little bit cuckoo. Psychopath. Abusive. Conniving. Unpredictable. But they want to come back with an apology. Arrogant, rash actions, and insincere. I'm not going to keep going over the same thing. All right. What does my... Or let me not claim anybody. What is the collective? Masculines. What do they need to be aware of, Spirit? What do the masculines need to be aware of at this time? I don't know. Listen. Oh, dear. What do they need to be aware of? Show me. Well, divine masculine, you are coming out here. It landed on consequences and you're already out here as masculine. So, you know, someone really needs to step into their power, right? Someone could be Muslim. Okay. I don't know. Maybe somebody could be Muslim. So anyway, you have bluff. It says pretending, mask, and exaggeration. You have hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart. Okay. So, landing on bluff, I am seeing distracted. It says sidetrack, change, and delays. I'm telling you, somebody's trying to cause somebody some sort of delays by wearing some sort of mask. Can you hear the birds arguing? Why are they squabbling? Some of you may have big arguments with somebody. Your neighbors must have their ears at the wall. Like they're arguing again. But anyway, you have emotional storm. It says turmoil, unstable, and affected. And that's sitting with hopeless. I don't like the dark energy here. It's like somebody going down a rabbit hole. Catch yourself. Reach out to someone. Don't stay in this energy or this pain or this confusion on your own. Don't cut your nose off to spite your face here. I can't even see where it is. Oh, I think it just flew over. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's getting louder. Getting closer. Oh, there it is. That's the magpie. Hello. Do you have a message for masculines? Yeah? No? Yeah? Okay. Are you done? Good. So, anyway. Coming in the reverse. What do you need to be aware of? In the upright, it says ecstasy. It says chasing thrills, excitement, and a good time is in the reverse, masculines. And that is going to sit with your energy, divine masculine. So, yeah. So, bottom of the deck, we do have stress. It's like that Ten of Wands. It says turbulence. It says tension. And it says arguments. Didn't we just say that? You may have a lot of people arguing with you for certain things. And I feel like a lot of it is them arguing with you about money. People always having their hand out, wanting you to play Captain Save a Hoe. Not I'm calling anybody a hoe. It's just it's a phrase. But right behind it, you have perspective. It says better off. It says happiness in. It says here, clear headspace. So I feel like you know what it is that you want to do, where you want to go, but you're moving in silence here. You're putting up some sort of a wall, and it's almost like that Two of Swords. I'm going to pretend there isn't a problem here, but there is. And it will be there tomorrow. And it will be there the day after that. And the day after that. Until you address whatever it is. Withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary. Some of you may be single, but you may have some sort of crush on someone. Secret admirer, suppressing and timid. You're afraid. Or you're just too prideful. Moving on, masculines. What do we have for their finances? What do we have for their finances, Spirit? Okay. 3 cards, strongest energy. Okay, that was clear. This one looks like it's coming in the reverse, but let's see. Oh, this one is in the reverse. Okay, let's get you one more. What do we have for my masculines? Thank you. It's coming out sideways. I see celebration at the bottom of the deck, but with mind power. And with moving up. And savings and loyalty and wealth. But, okay. Yeah, I don't know if someone or something is affecting your finances. It's kind of what I feel like I'm seeing. But what was this one coming out sideways? Damn, it's in the reverse. Okay, so in the upright, fruits of labor. It says it's time to reap the fruits of your labor and become rich. It says rich gain is here. It's in the reverse. You have in the upright, it says opportunity. It says new job opportunities, change of workplace or business trip. It says change is coming just in time. It's in the reverse. And in the upright, it would say love affair. It says beware, love affairs at work rarely work well, I think it's meant to say. It says don't lose your mind. I don't know, is it too late? did you already, I don't know. I don't know if something didn't work out for you. I don't know if this was something that should have stayed as a work situation. Don't lose your mind. Well, it's not really giving me clear. It's giving me blockages. It's giving me someone allowed love or infatuation or lust or whatever it is to get in the way here. Why is these in the reverse? Why are they in the reverse? Innovation. It's right behind it, the snake and prickly situation. There's this temperance energy again with harmony and taking steps. Yeah, and using the wisdom and knowledge that you have gained. Protection, frozen, and direction. Someone needs some sort of help here. So anyway, first one coming out, it says great match. It says you're on the verge of finding the perfect work for you. Don't give up. You may need to grow your own business to be truly happy. But there's someone still clinging on to some sort of ending here. I'm looking at the way she's kind of hugging that world card, and even the world is kind of broken. There's pieces missing. You have authority. It says clashes with the boss or a challenge to your power yeah, will compel you to respond. It says choose peaceful solutions if you can. You've been arguing with people when it comes to work and things like that. You have give and take. It says be open to giving and receiving to keep the flow of abundance going. It says give someone a chance and ask for what your heart desires. So I'm getting an energy here as well of a masculine who's kind of like, it kind of feels like you, I don't know if you're very stingy when it comes to your money. But like it says, there has to be this equal kind of flow. And then you have independence. It says it's time to go out on your own and create your own business or try something well outside your comfort zone. So that is what's coming up for your money. Now, masculines, if you have a specific question, I would think of it now because I'm going to try and get you an answer. If you have a specific question, especially if it's one that's been bothering you for a while, right? I did hear at the beginning, though, what was it? Did they say go for it or something like that? Well, the answer was yes. Can we get an answer to the masculine's question? So, you have raising flames. It says, let your passion guide you to the fulfilling purpose meant for you. Follow your heart. Follow your desires. You have emerging dawn. It says, trust that every ending is another beginning coming in disguise. I think we said something like that right at the beginning here. Okay. So let's get you some cards to end you out. Let's get you an astrology card. What do we have for my masculines? What do they need to know from this deck, Spirit? What are we getting stuck on? Mercury retrograde. Reinvention. And we are about to hit a Mercury retrograde. I believe it starts on the 17th. And then we have Moon, the soul. One card. What does masculines need to know? Okay. You have Aquarius energy coming out. See, at the bottom of the deck, you have Gemini energy. And the Gemini energy says, I think. 15, 51 boils down to a 6, right? I don't know if this is about something being successful, right? 6 of Wands energy, 6 of Swords energy, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. There's a lot of energy here coming up with the 6 of balance. Spirit wants you to step out of the energy of I think and into the energy of I know. But let me get the meaning. Number 23 could be significant, or 32 boils down to a 5, and the 5s talk about change. It's time for somebody, yeah. You know as well. So let's get the meaning. Okay, so I know. Now it is on page 91, which is interesting, okay. 91 or 19 could be significant, but it does boil down to a 10. Endings, new beginnings. So I'm not going to read all of it because it is quite lengthy. I'll just read a little bit and then I'll go to the card in brief. So it says, expect to be tested and shown waves of the future. Is that what that 3 of Wands is about? Ruled by the planet of sudden insight, Uranus. It says, but in earlier times, Saturn, the planet of wisdom, Aquarians tend to have a natural aptitude for genius. It says, even those that are not geniuses are able to collect facts and knowledge far beyond the scope of those of the other signs. Because of their vast intelligence, it doesn't take Aquarians long to see that they are superior in intellect to most people. This gives them a certain disdain over anything they view as common or ordinary. So again, you might have outgrown certain people, places, and things, right? Maybe you just don't see things the way people do. Like it says, maybe you're more advanced. Maybe you have Aquarius heavy in your chart. Some of you with that Aquarian energy, the star energy, right? Okay, yes, it could be talking about you healing and needing to hold back on to faith and hope and things like that. But some of you, it's really making me feel like you are supposed to be almost like, I want to say, in the spotlight. But it doesn't mean in the spotlight as a celebrity. It might do, right? But it's almost like you're meant to be a light in people's lives, but maybe not to the point where some of you are doing it where it's to your detriment, 10 of wands. It's not about people pleasing. Maybe some of you are meant to be healers. So it says, this gives them a certain, I read that. It says, as seers into the future, Aquarians are ahead of the game and have accurate vision of the way things will be. This is why the sign of Aquarians rules science fiction and anything brand new. In reality, Aquarians see waves of the future in a way the rest of us cannot. Aquarians can be very stubborn in their views, even when those views appear off the wall to others. They will fight along and hard just to have freedom to stay weird. Does that make sense? They will fight long and hard just to have freedom to stay weird. Okay. And they will fight for the rest of us and stay weird as well. It says, whatever is taboo or outlandish greatly appeals to them, if only in one imagination. So oftentimes they are artists, inventors, and speculative writers. So it says, Aquarius card in brief, the future, speculation, visions. It says literature, science, fiction, planets, stars, outer space. It says outside time and space, aliens, technology, computers, bionics, electric phones. It says other modes of communication, mental expression, flights of genius, arrogance, flightiness. It says bisexuality, cross-dressing. You have optical patterns, silver, aluminium, foil, taboo subjects. It says original ideas, free thinking, the unconventional groups and associations of people of like mind. It says who may be of a different mind to the rest of society. You have going against the status quo, marching to the beat of a different drum. That reminds me of Vivo when she sings that song. When she goes, I dance to the beat of my own drum. You have daring to be uncommon, appreciating the odd and unusual. It says taking a challenge. It says corresponding tarot card is the star. And then you have key ideas. It says surprises, standalone. It says the future, technology, outer space, and mastery. So you are supposed to know that you're not supposed to be the same as everybody else. You're supposed to have that unique and different mind. And maybe, I don't know, maybe someone here has spotted someone who's a little bit unique as well. Yeah. So, last card for my masculines. And that, sir, will be your reading. So if anything has resonated with you guys, do hit the thumbs up for me, okay? You don't have to comment down below, but the thumbs up is very much appreciated, as it does help the channel, okay? Which therefore helps me, which therefore helps you. All right, so you have, give yourself some credit, it says, for doing a great job at this whole living thing. Nobody said it was easy. You have speak up and speak out. It says let your voice be heard loud and clear. And then you have, oh, it's coming in the reverse. It says check in with your body. It says, and release any tension you are carrying. Bottom of the deck, we have stop caring about what they think. This is your life to live, to love and live. Exactly. 100% agree. It says, what has your inner voice been asking of you? Listen and act. So masculines, that is what I have. I do hope something has resonated with you. If it has, I do ask that you like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I upload. But if this is where we part, masculines, stay safe. Love and light, guys.